Welcome back to Only Here in KC with Connie Gutierrez, and I'm so excited to Hi Kansas City, welcome back to Only Here in KC with Connie Gutierrez, and I'm so excited to present to you today's guest. Her name is Rachel Lee, and she is a dancer, specifically a belly dancer. Which I'm so excited to have her here and just talk about the technique, the history, the culture of what belly dancing is, and everything that comes with it. So, without further ado, hello Rachel Lee, how are you?
Hi, I'm so great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we were just catching up before this because we haven't seen each other in quite some time, which is crazy. So can you go ahead and just tell us a little bit about you before we go into the world of dancing?
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'm a little bit different as far as a belly dancer goes. As you know, my history is as an educator, and I went to college for biology, so I kind of have this science mindset about things, and that has impacted my whole dance life. I've been belly dancing for 17 years. I also started that when I was in college. So I say that my dance career is almost old enough to vote, which is great. And I just fell in love with it. Yeah.
Okay, 17 years. Yeah. Okay, I did not know that. So 17 years. So what got you into, what sparked that interest in dancing?
Well, I think like everyone, when you start college, it's all changes and all these new and exciting things. And I had gone to the Kansas City Renaissance Festival and saw a dancer there and thought, I'm going to try that. And so they had a class at my university's community center, rec center, and I decided to sign up, and I've been dancing ever since.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. Well, 17 years. Oh my goodness. It's like, I know you've been dancing, but that's just like, whoa.
It sounds like a long time now.
Okay. Well, no, it just makes sense how beautiful you are dancing, and we'll get to see that in a little bit as well. So there's a lot of background with belly dancing, because of course there is a conception that we see when I think of belly dancing of, kind of like what you see in movies and how it's perceived and all of that. But there's a lot more to it. There's history, there's culture. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. Belly dance comes from, we call it the Middle Eastern, North African, Turkish, and Hellenistic communities.
Okay.
So meaning all across North Africa, the Arabic world, Turkey, and Greece. And so women in these countries have been doing this style for a very long time. And it's just a wonderful style that we can trace back hundreds of years in some form or another. We have professional dancers that we've looked at for many, many years that have been written about by historians. They've been famous for so long. We see all these movies with famous belly dancers, and some of that is what you see in the culture in Egypt and Turkey, and some of it is just fantasy, and so it's fun to sort out what is what. I study a lot of the folk dances that led up to belly dance, so things that people would do at home for fun. And then we look at how putting that dance onto stage changes it. And so things like ballet get added in and things like that. So, yeah.
And there's a lot with also, I don't want to say outfit, but it comes with, the beautiful colors on there. And then, with dancing, of course, when we think of belly dancing, it's beautiful. I mean, it's a full body, it's sexy, in a different way also it could be perceived depending on how you perceive it. But when I saw your videos and everything, it's everything from head to toe, the technique with your hand, and just the elegance that comes with it.
Yes.
And we were talking a little bit before the interview as well, and an important topic that I want to touch on, and I know you want to touch on, is the body image and the positivity as a woman for this dance. So can you talk a little bit? Okay.
Yes. So one of the great things about belly dance is that it really is done culturally by women for fun. So it's just us having fun for other people. It's not to entertain anyone else. It's just for us to have fun. And so every woman of any age, background, ability levels can do belly dance. It's joyful. Most of the people that come to my classes come for social outlet, to meet new people, just to laugh and get away from the world for a little bit. And truly, depending on your own body composition, you're going to be really great at some moves that other people aren't. And so every size, shape, different backgrounds are welcome, and it's a beautiful community.
That's so beautiful, because in the culture that we live in as well, specifically as women, there's a lot of body shaming, and there's a lot of, that comes with it. But when I see belly dancing, a lot, like, the emotion that is expressed is confidence and beauty. And that's kind of what drew me a lot. And when in a second, when we watch a little bit of your video, you can see that. You can see that you feel calmness, the confidence, you can see it, and everything that comes with it. So let's go ahead and show the public a little bit of what we're talking about, and then we can talk a little bit more about it as well. So Kansas City, we're going to show you a little sneak peek of what dancing with Rachel Lee and belly dancing is like. Okay. Well, wow. Because every time I watch that, and I've been following your videos for a very long time, because it's beautiful. And as somebody that I love to dance, but belly dancing has always been something that I've been wanting to try, but it's scary in a way. Because, with, of course, the dress code, I guess you could say, the outfit that comes with it as well. I know there's different outfits, but it takes a lot of confidence. And as we saw in this video, that's so elegant. You make it look so effortless and beautiful. So I keep mentioning the outfit. Can you talk a little bit about what types, like colors and that goes with it?
Absolutely. There's all different styles of belly dance costumes. And a lot of that depends on what style you're doing.
Okay.
There are all different styles of belly dance too. It's really fascinating, and you can really dive in, and that's what I love about belly dance is there's always more to learn. So for instance, a Turkish style belly dance, you might wear something a little different, more fringe and things like that. Whereas an Egyptian style, depending on what you're trying to emote or the music that you're using, you might wear a full dress to kind of simulate what women actually wear in their day-to-day lives. Okay. So it's actually really great because people who don't really want to show their bellies or show more skin or things like that, they can wear a full dress and still get the same effect. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that makes me feel a little better. Yeah. I'm like, okay, just try it out there. Okay. So where the studio is, and we just watched the video, that is the studio that you currently teach classes in, right?
Absolutely.
Can you talk a little bit about those classes? And also, I know you've been teaching for so long, how the pandemic has also shaped you and kind of been a little bit innovative to get your classes online as well to reach other people. So.
Absolutely. So my studio is in Shawnee. And I've been teaching there for about 3 years. We have a nice big space. With the pandemic, it's kind of changed things. We have some limited space now, but then all of my classes are available on Zoom. So I say that I have a virtual studio that goes from California to Maryland. So I have students from all over the country that tune into my classes. And so that's one of the benefits of the pandemic, really, is it's made our world a little closer. I take classes with people from Egypt and Greece and all over the world too, and so that's really
so cool.
Yeah, it's really helped a lot. So no matter what, you can take belly dance classes from your own living room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, with the pandemic, I mean, a lot of these classes it's made us very virtual, and it just shows a lot that you're also able to kind of, get on your feet and just be able to okay, we're doing virtual, and it's even an amazing experience because you, like you said, you get to meet people from all different parts of the world. You get to connect with them and share this passion that you have. Can you talk a little bit about, what does a class of yours look like, and then also the type of levels that you have for anybody that's at home right now might be interested in?
Sure. I actually teach, I'll technically say 4 levels of classes.
Okay.
I have introductory classes that are 4 weeks long, and those are just to get people in the door who have no experience with belly dance. So you don't come in and work with somebody who's been doing it for 10 years and feel like, oh my gosh, I can't do it. So we break down everything in the very fundamental technique. We do some steps. We start strengthening our bodies because it's kind of a low impact workout, and you'll be tired at the end of the class, So we start working up some of those abdominal muscles that you might realize you need, your leg muscles or your shoulders, things like that in that introductory class. And then we start using that technique in the level 1 classes. And so you move on up there. From there, we teach things with props, like we spin canes, we balance swords on our heads, we have veils, yes. I don't do any snake dancing.
That would be interesting. Yes. Sign me up for that.
We have all different levels. We do choreographies, performances, things like that. So once you learn that basic technique, that's your foot in the door to take any kind of style you really want to.
Okay, so, and for every person that comes in, it's a little different as well, right? Is there an amount of time? I mean, is it how long are the classes as well?
Yeah, classes are an hour long.
Okay.
We do a little warm up and then just work for about 50 minutes and then cool down. Sometimes I'll do longer classes that are workshops, and usually those are for more advanced dancers, and we really work hard in those. So,
okay. Yeah. Kind of building up to that. It almost seems like taking these classes as well, if you're looking to get some abs and get your figure, I feel like that's a great way to do it as well, because you're moving your core a lot. And you mentioned the shoulders, and you know, thinking about this dancing, it's a lot of just your core moving, not too much of like the, I guess, crumping or hip hop or like that, but there's a lot. I mean, it's your body naturally, and you have to train it, you know, in the simplest way. So let's talk about, you know, we talked about the classes. For viewers at home, how can they sign up for this and check out some of your classes?
Yeah, I have a website. It is www.kc-rocks, which is RAQS.com. Okay. Rocks is the Arabic word for dance, so that's why it's KC Rocks.
What?
Yeah.
That is so neat. Yes. Look at so much that I'm learning. I'm like, okay, great. I'm learning Arabic. Awesome.
Yes. Check.
Okay, so they sign up there, and then they'll be able to choose whether they want in person and Zoom or virtual?
Absolutely. So you go to the events page, and you can see all the classes that I have available. You just click on that, and when you go to buy a ticket, it'll say Zoom or in person.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds simple enough, right? And then where's your studio located?
It's in Shawnee, Kansas, off of 75th Street and I-35 area.
Okay, perfect. And then how often in person do you teach them?
I teach weekly classes. So if you sign up for a 4-week class, like an introductory class, we meet every week for 4 weeks.
Okay. Well, I will be there.
Yay!
I know, we will see each other soon, because this is something that I've been wanting to try, and I hope that viewers at home as well, you're feel inspired, because like Rachel said, like you said, it's for anyone, you know?
It really is.
And no matter what you're going through, it's almost like a therapy. Because it's your body, you're focusing on yourself, and you're focusing on the movement. So yeah, I would express it as like a therapeutic dance on there and technique. And
to me, it's kind of like yoga, and you get this zen where you can't think about anything else. You just have to think about the movements you're doing or the choreography or whatever it is. And it's nice to let other things go for an hour and just spend some time for yourself.
Because you're connecting with your body. I mean, it's a dance, and you have to figure out like, let everything go.
How can I make this move happen?
Yeah. Okay, well, this sounds really fun, and I'm really excited. And thank you again for being here.
Thank you so much.
As far as, you know, we talked about like signing it up. Do you have a social platform that you like to share with the community so they can reach you and maybe follow these classes? Because you're posting dances all the time, and they inspire me, so they're working. That you can share with us.
Absolutely. The best way to see what I'm working on is on Facebook. I have a page there, Middle Eastern Dance with Rahil, which is R-A-H-I-L, the Arabic word for Rachel, my name.
Second word I learned.
I'm also on Instagram, but most of the stuff that I post is on Facebook.
Okay, perfect. Well, Rachel, thank you so much. It's been so nice having you here and reconnecting, and then getting to share this with the community. Because like I said, I've been following your dance for a while, and now I'm like, okay, it's inspired. I literally have you, the teacher, in front of me. So I hope that you at home have been inspired, and you can just tell from Rachel's energy that, you know, education comes natural to her. She's there to help us, make it fun. So thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely, thank you.
Okay, well, thank you, Kansas City, for tuning in. Feel free to check out Rachel Lee, and maybe I will see you at some of her classes. And thank you again for tuning in to Televida, a production by Exo Films with the director Joseph Garcia, and I will see you next week.